Free Guy, directed by Shawn Levy, is a new movie that stars Ryan Reynolds, who plays Guy. Guy is a bank teller and decides that, there's more to life than just counting up money and, talking to people and, just being an ordinary dude. So he decides to talk to this girl, and he sees that she has sunglasses on that all these people who act like superheroes have on. So he decides to steal one from somebody, but then realizes that there's these floating animated things around him, and he doesn't fully understand what it is, but he thinks that if he has these on, she'll actually talk to him. But upon getting these glasses, he fully understands that they are in no means a normal world and that they are actually in a video game. And then Ryan Reynolds soon realizes that Millie's character, who is played by Jodie Comer, is actually a real person, and he is only an AI inside Free City. Now, I have to say, the cast for this movie is really good all around. I think Ryan Reynolds does a really good job for the material that he is given, having to, not do fully his full gimmick where he does, like in Deadpool, for example. It's a lot more raunchy humor in that, whereas in this, it's more of a PG-13 rated kind of stuff, so he's got to kind of dial it back a little bit, and I do think he's very good in the role. He's very likable, and, Ryan Reynolds is just, he's untouchable. You can't really miss with the guy a lot of the times. I will say Jodie Comer does have a bit of a challenge in this movie where she has to be a little versatile in the sense of she has to have good chemistry and play the video game character for herself with Ryan Reynolds, but then she also has to turn around and play the real life version of herself and have good chemistry with Keery's character, who you learn that they had like a backstory and like they developed a game together, and they've since been friends for a long time. But I will say, the MVP of this movie, actually kind of two MVPs, Guy's friend, Buddy, is also very good in this movie, but the real MVP of this movie is Taika Waititi. Taika Waititi is fucking awesome in this movie. I really wanted more from him. I thought the douchebag CEO thing that he did was really funny, and I really wanted to see more from him in this one. I will say the story does kind of have its moments of being sort of a little standstill halfway through the movie. I kind of find myself wanting to get more back to the video game world and get back to doing more stuff inside of Free City, but nevertheless I do think it's paced fairly well, and especially the beginning is really fun, and the ending is just an explosion of stuff, and it's fantastic to see. The callbacks that they do and all that sort of stuff, it just made me smile from ear to ear. It was really fun to see. And I will say this too, the actual camera work and some of the CGI that is used in this movie is actually really good. And they surprisingly have a lot more long takes than I would have expected. Sometimes people appreciate long takes more if they're in practical effects sort of stuff. And yeah, that is kind of true. I mean, it takes a little bit more effort with that sort of stuff. But the long takes that they do with computer stuff and having the building explode in the background and all this stuff, surrounding Ryan Reynolds characters and all this sort of stuff, it is pretty difficult to get done. So I do have to commend the artists and everybody for that kind of stuff. All in all, Free Guy is a really good movie. It's a fun time at the theater. I don't think it disappoints. Ryan Reynolds is really good in the movie, and a lot of the stuff really works in this movie. And, who doesn't like a video game movie that's actually pretty good? I'm going to give Free Guy 3.5 stars. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all next time.